Hi everyone, welcome back to Form of Therapy. This is the Culture Study. I'm the channel's video producer and your host. You can call me PD. And today we are checking out Dilemma by Apink. So this is Apink's latest comeback since, I believe, Dum Da Da Dum. And I'm excited. It seems that every time Apink has a comeback, it's always hotly anticipated, but why wouldn't it be? After all, Apink has shown us and proven time and time again, comeback after comeback, that they have still got it, and their title tracks are absolute phenomenal bangers. And even more so within the past few years. Oftentimes, groups, even if they're hot in their early stages of their career, when they get into the seniority level of their career, they don't have as many comebacks, and sometimes the songs don't live up to their heyday. And yet Apink has only gotten better and better. And so we're going to see today if Apink can still live up to that hype. Personally, I believe in them. They haven't steered us wrong yet. But before we get into it, let's actually talk about today's sponsor, Surfshark VPN.
You don't want your parents knowing what you're doing on the internet, so why would you want your ISP to know? Your internet service provider, to put it bluntly, is a giant snitch. They are selling off your data to different corporations so companies can tell you what you want to buy. But if you're like me and you don't like being told what to do, well then, Surfshark VPN is perfect for that. A VPN protects your data from both your own ISP and random malicious attackers. But Surfshark VPN uses the best security protocols similar to what the government uses, and they don't log any of your data either. You guys know my weird relationship with SM, right? Sometimes they'll block my videos outright. Sometimes they only block it regionally, like specifically the US and Canada, which is some of our biggest viewership. When SM blocks our videos, there's nothing we can do about it, but you can just use a VPN, change your country, and voila, watch our blocked videos. That's one of the benefits of Surfshark VPN. It allows you to access region-based content. For example, we use it to access Korean Netflix. We just go on our VPN, set our location to South Korea, and then boom, we have an access to a plethora of different Korean content that we can't get on other streaming services. So if you want to try Surfshark VPN, use my code THERAPY. You're going to get an 83% discount plus 3 extra months for free, and they have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you really have nothing to lose. And one subscription allows you unlimited devices on all platforms, so it's one heck of a deal. So thank you to Surfshark VPN for being a constant supporter of the channel and for protecting our users' data. Remember, that's code THERAPY to get 83% off and 3 extra free months. All right, guys, let's get into today's video.
Ooh. All right. Ooh. Speed is nice. All right, we've got a bit of a dance track on our hands. Ooh. This second portion is definitely what makes Apink songs Apink songs. How does Apink manage to always have such various different sounds for their title tracks and yet always maintain an Apink sound? Oh. Interesting. Oh. I was very confused by that second verse. Looks like we're gonna have to watch this again, but I mean, I'm not mad at that. You know, the changes in the rhythm is a little jarring, but it works. Oh my god, she looks good. She looks good. My god. Oh, the lens flaring was a nice touch. The bridge is really good. All right, gotta admit, Apink has done it once again. They are somehow the queens at repeatedly doing what Apink does. I don't know how quite to describe it. I feel like, yes, a mix of the vocals, especially Pomi and Unji's vocals that very much stand out, play a big role, but at the same time, the way their songs are produced, I think whoever produces Apink, not writes the actual songs, because I don't know if they work with only the same songwriters or if it's different songwriters for every title track, but whoever is their overall producer does a really good job of, I think, discerning how the structure of at least their songs work. It's so good, so clean. Now, it was a little bit jarring, especially that second verse, Naun's portion. They threw in a little trap beat right there, and it felt like that moment in K-pop where, especially girl groups, where they're like, oh, we're going to throw in some intermittent rapping type stuff, like very much like Momoland's. But there was no actual rapping. It was actually quiet for the most part, and then after a few minutes or a few seconds of no lyrics, then Naun comes in with like this, not rapping, but like this fast whispering thing that she does. That kind of threw me off. But, you know, also the escalation when the chorus happens, it feels like such a fast rhythm. Like it's so jarring. It feels like you're being propelled forward out of nowhere all of a sudden. And it was jarring at first. And I was like, I don't know if I like this. But the more I got into it, like the first time I heard that dilemma, I was like, what is going on? But I realized the changes in the rhythm, like the production's a little bit messy, but I believe it's intentionally so. I think it actually helps feed into and aid with the lyrics of this person who is in a dilemma. Someone who is unequivocally in love with this person, but they need to stop. It's bad for them, but they can't stop. They don't want to stop, but they need to stop. And so it's a dilemma, right? Your brain, your mind keeps flip-flopping this way, that way, this way, that way, feeling moments of love, moments of self-control. And I think the song's structure actually reflects that. I have to believe that, because I think Apink this far into their career, you know, I feel like they would go for such more nuanced concepts like that and a much more complex production style like that. I think it makes it interesting. I don't know why this Patreon logo has been here this entire time. But let's listen to it and watch it again, and we can talk about it a little bit more. I also think what was a great choice in this song, that hook you hear, that ba-na-na-na-na, it's that and similar inspirations of, I don't know what country, some like a Middle Eastern concept. That kind of sound obviously has been growing in K-pop a lot more within the past year. I feel like that has grown a lot. But oftentimes people will have that kind of sound, whether it's a vocal or whether it's a horn, whether it's a sax, whatever it is, and they'll make the song and the texture sound really empty and hollow. But what they did here, how they offset it with the synth and like this droning like synth in the back, like that's like ebbing and flowing in the back, I think it gives it a very interesting texture. I think it gives it a nice warm sort of feeling, while also like that kind of that main hook, that Middle Eastern hook, gives it that mysterious sort of, maybe dangerous sort of ascent too. Also, this is a very weird lyric. She says, actually, it hurts. The subtitles say girls are more delicate than you think. She said, I'm more delicate than you think. I don't know why they're suddenly just, generalizing, but okay. This guitar part in the pre-chorus is really dope. And then, the drums! Like a very EDM build-up. And then right back to the fast rhythm. Okay. I realize what that hook reminds me of. That do-do-do-do-do. I think it's a very common instrument that Kashmar uses in his music. If anybody listens to DJ and producer Kashmar, I think Kashmar uses this type of sound a lot. This sounds actually very much like it could be a Kashmar song. Oh, it's not no lyrics. It's like buried in with a filter. This part's a little weird. It's a little odd. I'm actually gonna look up who produced this. This song's really interesting. The production is really interesting. Wow. Wow, this is interesting. Huh. Ooh. I think the music video is pretty engaging too. There's nothing I would say that's particularly special about the music video, but I will say I think their transitions and their camera movements keep the video very interesting and visually appealing throughout the entire thing. All right, so I looked it up, and the song is actually produced by Black Eyed Peas song. Black Eyed Peas song, the producers behind Stacy. They also did Hyorin's CC, GOT7's If You Do, Twice as Fancy. I believe they were the ones that did Twice as Fancy. So it makes a lot of sense why this song is so incredible and so good. like I said, I do think, because I think knowing that it's even Black Eyed Peas song, I think that actually gives it even more credibility that the messiness and the changes in the fast-paced rhythm are actually intentional and really do feed into the lyrics. So yeah, I think it's really, really dope. I would give it like a 9 out of 10. Personally, it's not my favorite Apink title track. I think I still like, honestly, all the other previous ones before more. I think Eerdopsel, I think I'm So Sick will always have a very special place in my heart. And then even their previous title track, Dum Da Da Dum, all of those songs, I just like them a little bit more from Dilemma. That's got nothing to do with Apink. It's just more so actually about the beat itself. It's more about the melody and the tune. And I actually like the route that they went down here. It's just in comparison, I do like the previous ones just a little bit slightly more. But still, this is fantastic. And Apink still killing it even after all this time. All right, guys, that is it for my reaction and review to Apink's Dilemma. What did you guys think about Apink's latest comebacks? What do you guys think about their sounds? What do you guys think about the structure of it, too? It's cool to see them all back together, especially with Nalan. I think she left their label, whichever their label was, I forget. And then she joined YG, right, as an actress, though. But still, I like that we live in like an era now where idols are at different labels and people are still able to come together for a full group comeback. So yeah, this was really dope. Would love to know your thoughts. Guys, remember, you can comment down below. And thank you once again to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. If you guys would like to sponsor and support us directly, guys, visit our Patreon. We do listening parties. We do bonus reactions to all sorts of content. If there's an EP for this, I don't know if there is or not. We'll be doing a listening party for next month. Of course, you don't have to support us monetarily if you don't want to. You could always just hit the like button down below. You could always subscribe to our videos. We're gonna have a button right here. Check out our other videos over here, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.